el director del centro de detección fue el último en desaparecer. The director of the center of the detention was the last one living.
Yeah, very good.
Morando con frialdad.
Read that again.
Frialdad.
Mirando
con frialdad al Livenje. Empapada y goteando. Cerró la celda de un portazo y echó el vestido con un chasquido metálico. Looking with frialdad. Frialdad means very cold looking.
Yeah, very good.
Coldly looking at you and you. Empapada, what does this mean? Empapada.
Something that is empapado is something that is soaked, something that is very wet.
Okay. Soaked and coteando. Coteando means hit something.
No, that would be golpeando. Goteando has the root of gota, the drop. So if something is goteando, it is dripping.
What does this mean? Goteando, dripping, soaked and dripping. Cerro means close the jail door. Portazo means the door.
Bueno, so here portazo is actually something that is being done. So remember the suffix aso. I think we may have discussed it before. So here, if you are giving a portazo, it's when you are slamming a door.
Slamming a door, okay. Slamming a door, slam the jail door, and actual vestido. Make the, what is vestido?
The latch or the lock.
Make the lock with chasquido metálico. Metálico means metal things. Metallic. Chasquido, what does this mean?
It's like a clicking sound or like a snapping sound. In this case, it's the sound that the lock makes when it is closed.
Then make the lock some metallic sound. Make some metallic sounds from the claw. A través de la ropa húmeda, el crudo invierno mongol la abrazó con la intensidad de un puño gigante. A través de la ropa. A través means after?
It means through.
Through the clothes, through the húmeda. Through the humid clothes.
Very good, yeah. We could also say something like damp or wet.
Through the wet clothes. Wet clothes. The crude invierno. The crude summer.
No.
Winter. What is summer?
Good job. Verano.
Okay. The crude Mongolian winter. Mongol la abrazó. Abrazó, what does this mean?
Apresar is something like to grip or to, for example, what your fist does to something that is being grabbed.
Wait, there are so many noise outside. Did you hear that?
No, what is it?
There are someone put some music outside.
Oh, okay. Well, for what it's worth, I cannot hear it from over here.
So what that apreso mean?
So apreso, we can think of this as being to grip, to tighten almost.
Okay, grip with intensity of a puño. What is puño?
A fist.
What?
Fist.
Fist. What does this mean? Fist.
Um.
Oh, okay, yeah, fist. Okay. Hand, fist, a big fist, like the intensity from the big fist. It just means this is it's a very cold winter.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, or more so, she is feeling very cold right now, because remember the previous time that we read, the other lady dropped a bucket of water on top of her.
Yeah. Al principio oyó como le castañeteaban los dientes, pero más tarde aquel sonido se alejó. At the beginning, she sound like
No,
she hear
oyó. She heard.
She heard how the teeth castañeteaban. I know what this mean. I know what this mean, but I can imagine what this mean. Like your teeth just how to say, make some sound, just shows that you're very cold.
Exactly, very good.
Tom and Jerry. Like,
yeah.
So like castañeteaban means hitting together, something like the teeth hitting together,
So we can say chatter, or maybe some people will say rattle. But either one of those is fine.
Rattle. But more later, that sound se alejó. Se alejó, lejos. Alejo means become far, diminished.
Yeah. Very good. It became distant.
Sound distant. Sound smaller. And, el frío que calaba sus huesos tiñó de blanco el mundo ante sus ojos. Y Yerenjie sintió que el universo entero era un enorme bloque de hielo con ella dentro como único signo de vida. The coldness that calaba sus huesos. Calaba, what does it mean? And huesos. Tiñó.
So, calar means to penetrate. So, el frío que calaba sus huesos. Huesos are the bones.
Okay, huesos.
And then tiñó. Tiñó is a past way of saying teñir, which is to color something. So in English, there's a word to dye, but not D-I-E. It's D-Y-E, dye.
Yeah.
So to change the color of something. Or to stain. I guess you could say to stain.
That from the white of the world before his eyes. Okay. The coldness penetrates her bones, which dyed her bones in white.
No, tiñó de blanco el mundo.
The world dyed her bone in white.
No. We can read these. Okay, so it says, el frío que calaba sus huesos, the cold that penetrated to her bones, tiñó de blanco el mundo. So this coldness is dyeing the world white. It's painting the world white ante sus ojos, before her eyes. So basically, her vision starts to become white. I don't know if you've ever fainted before and your vision either goes white or it goes black, but I guess that's kind of what they're trying to show us here. So it's saying that the cold is so intense, it's a cold that you can feel in your bones, that even her vision, the way she starts to see everything around her, is starting to go white.
叶文洁 felt
Sintió.
felt that the entire universe was an enormous big block of ice with her dentro, with her inside, like único, like a unique signal. What does unique signal? What does it mean? Signal, century.
Get rid of the O and read it again. But in English?
Sign. Okay, like a unique sign of the life.
Like the only sign of life.
Like she inside was the only sign of the life.
Very good.
Era como aquella niña del cuento, a punto de mirar, congelada y sin una sola cerilla, solo con su imaginación. It was like that girl of the cuento. What does it mean, cuento?
A cuento is a story.
Okay. It was like that girl from the story. What does it mean? She was like a girl from the story.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've ever heard this story before, but there's a story in English that's called The Little Match Girl, or The Little Girl with the Matchsticks, I think. It's yeah.
Okay, and a punto de mirar, to the point of dying, to the point of death, for congelada. What does it mean, congelada?
Well, use the context clues. What's happening to her?
To the point of death, congelada. Closing.
No.
Get close. No. Congelada.
Freezing. Cuando algo se congela, it becomes cold. So remember that something that is gélido is something that is cold. So if it is congelando, it is becoming cold. So in this case, we've talked about how el frío calaba sus huesos, and how she felt like el crudo invierno mongol la apresó con la intensidad de un puño gigante. So the story has been telling us that she is very cold. So she is a punto de morir congelada. She's about to freeze to death.
Okay, it's about to freeze to death, and without a single cerilla. What does it mean, cerilla?
A match.
Without a single match, only with her imagination, only in her imagination. El bloque de hielo que la aprisionaba fue volviéndose transparente, y tras él vio aparecer un edificio. The block of ice that prisoned her was becoming transparent again.
Not necessarily again, but it was turning transparent. It was becoming transparent.
was turning transparent, and through that, the eyes eyes becomes a building.
Not exactly. So tras means through. So here we're saying the block of ice that imprisoned her was becoming transparent, and through it she saw appear, she saw appear un edificio, a building. So she's still in this imaginary block of ice, but through it she can see a building.
Through it she can see a building. En lo alto, una valiente joven hacía ondear una bandera. En lo alto. Alto means height. In the height.
Yeah, very good.
In the height, valiente joven. A young valiente means a young soldier or young guard.
Here valiente is a descriptor. So a brave young person, specifically a female because it says una and not un. So a brave young woman hacía ondear una bandera.
A brave young woman made a ondear. What is ondear?
Wave
and flag. Bandera means flag or bandage.
It's a flag or a banner.
A banner. Okay. Wave and banner. Su esbelta figura contrastaba vívidamente con la anchura de la tela. Her belt?
No. Svelte is another word of saying skinny or thin or slim or narrow.
Her slim figure vividly contrast with the anchura de la tela. What does it mean? Anchura de la tela.
So something that is ancho is wide. So the anchura is the width. width. Width.
The width of the tela. What's tela?
Tela is a fabric. So tela is what a bandera is made out of.
Tela was made out. The width of the bandera is already then flag. What is made by flag?
No. What the flag is made out of. So a flag is made out of fabric. A flag is made out of, cotton or something. I don't know what they actually make them out of. But tela is a type of fabric. So tela can become a flag. Tela can become bed sheets. Tela can become clothing. Tela is just fabric. So here it's comparing the shape of the young woman to the shape of the flag, where the woman is very thin, but the flag is very big.
Oh, okay. Era su hermana Wenxue. It was her sister Wenxue. No habían vuelto a tener noticias de ella desde el día en que decidió romper con su reaccionario familia. They had not vuelto a tener noticias. Vuelto means return. They had not noticed.
They had not again had any news.
They had not again had any news on vuelto. They had not again had any news from her since the day when she decided to romper means tear up or
Yeah, in this case, it might sound more natural to say separate.
Yeah, separate.
Or tear off. Separate
Tear
from
off.
her.
Separate from her reactionary family.
Very good.
Who separate from the reactionary family? The 文雪 or 文杰? 叶文洁?
I think the sister, because remember that their father was killed for being a reactionary. Well, he wasn't even really a reactionary, but they just said he was one because he was not willing to join the revolution and all of that. And so same thing with, because remember how they had said that the sister had created a document to accuse the father, but in reality, this was a fake document.
So it should be 叶文洁, separate from the reactionary family?
No. Her sister.
Okay, yeah. So the family is reactionary, the sister should want to separate from the reactionary family.
Exactly, because remember that the sister is very revolutionary.
Okay. Y poco antes supo que hacía 2 años que había muerto en una de las muchas guerras entre facciones de guardias rojos. And poco antes supo. A little before she knew that she had 2 years had died in one of the many wars among the facciones de among the Red Guards wars. Poco antes supo que hacia 2 años. What does it mean? Before 2 years? Before 2 years?
Yeah, y poco antes. So this means a little bit before. So the context here is missing, I think, but we can skip that for now. So the main thing of y poco antes is just that a little bit before, supo. So here we're talking about Wenjie. Supo que hacía 2 años que había muerto. So she recently knew just a little bit before she learned that 2 years ago, hacía 2 años, 2 years ago, había muerto, she had died, the sister had died, en una de las muchas guerras entre facciones de guardias rojos. So she had died in one of the many battles between different factions of the Red Guard. And so, do you remember the very first chapter of this story?
Whose story? Jie or her sister?
This book. Do you remember the very first chapter?
Yeah, her father has been killed in the...
No, before that.
Before that? Jie. I don't remember.
If we go back to the very first chapter of this book, remember that it tells the story of a fight between Red Guards, and there is a woman who stands with a flag on top of the building, and then I think they shoot her and she falls off the building.
But I don't think it refers to her sister. It's just some ordinary young girl, right?
Are you sure? Because both of these are about an esbelta, joven valiente, who waves a flag en lo alto.
I think it's just a classical symbol in that time. There are many young people waving the red flag in that time. Everyone is crazy at that time.
Everyone's crazy. Maybe not. But anyways, it's an interesting comparison that her sister also died the same way. Let's continue.
Aún en su alucinación, vio que la bandera se transformaba en Bamuli. although in her hallucination, she saw that the bandera, the flag transformed in Berlin.
Yeah, very good.
Flag transformed in Berlin, what does it mean? You see imagination. Okay, hallucination. Sus gafas destellaban con el reflejo de las llamas del incendio que asolaba el edificio. Her glasses destellaban. His glasses destellaban. What does it mean? Destellaban.
Something that gives destello. I think we had learned this before. A destello is like a shine. It's like it's like a brightness. So his glasses shine with
reflection. With the reflection of the name, with the flames or fires.
Yeah, with the flames. Very good.
With the flames of the incendio, of the ash,
of the fire.
Flames of the fire that asolaba el edificio. Asolaba, what does it mean? Burn the buildings?
Kind of, yeah.
We finished this paragraph.
Okay.
Entonces, Bermulín se convirtió en la representante Chen. Then Bermulín turned to the representative Chen. Luego en su madre, Ye Shaolin, más tarde incluso en su padre. Later in her mother, Ye Shaolin, more later, including her father. La figura abanderada cambiaba continuamente, como si fuera un endrónomo que marcara los últimos compases de su vida. The figure flag changed continuously.
La figura abanderada. So this flag-bearing figure cambiaba continuamente.
Como si fuera, as if it was metronomo.
Metrónomo.
Metronomo.
When you were young, did your parents ever make you study an instrument to play?
No.
Well, many times when you're learning to play an instrument, there's a tool called a metronome. And this metronome helps you learn the rhythm. So it's just kind of a tak, 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 tak. That's basically all that a metronome is. It's just like a rhythm machine.
Okay.
So here it's saying that.
That marks the last campus of her life.
So here with compases, we can understand this as like the last beats or the last pulses or the last, moments